What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. Today we are taking part in the quarter-final of the NatWest T20 Blast. We're taking on Warwickshire, who I believe actually were in our group originally, so I'm not too sure how we got up against them. But either way, we have, and hopefully we will be able to go and continue on to the semi-finals next week. Now, I am actually doing this video a day in advance, so I am doing it on Sunday rather than Monday, so I won't be able to talk too much about Test cricket from the day that has just been, obviously overnight Sunday night here in New Zealand. So if it sounds like I am a day behind everything, that is why, because I am a day behind everything and I am doing this in advance just because I have a few things that need to be done tomorrow and I may not have time to get the video recorded and uploaded. But anyway, we're going to start off first with a game that has actually finished. Finished, I believe, last night, New Zealand time, and that is the India versus West Indies series. Now, the Indians have wrapped up the series now. It is 2-0 going into the third test. There is no way that the West Indies can come back. They can still go and salvage a bit of pride and deny India the top test ranking when it comes to test cricket, obviously. If they do manage to go and get a win in this game here, or possibly even a draw, may potentially not allow India to overtake Australia as the top ranked test team. We will need to wait and see. And I do think other results do come into it as well. I think if Australia can beat Sri Lanka in the third test, which I will get to again in just a second, then I don't think they possibly go and overtake them. But again, I'm not 100% sure. It's just things that I've seen and things that I've heard. So it could be false, could be wrong, I'm not sure. But anyway, back to that, it was pretty much a walk in the park for India in the end. I was thinking the game possibly was going to end in a draw after it had been... Well, you know, West Indies put up a good fight in the first innings, but in the second innings, didn't really work out for them. I think Rahane scored some runs again. He got over 50. I'm not 100% sure how many he got in the second innings. But he was a guy who really, you know, stood up, I guess, in this test series as a whole. He scored 50 in the first innings, 50 in the second innings. And there wasn't really too much to talk about with the bat from, you know, most of the Indians. Obviously, Ashwin and Saha that I went over, I think in Friday's video, did score some tons. But Rahane getting 50 in both innings, and that was quite crucial. But the West Indies... You know, it was always going to be a game, probably it was going to end either in a draw or in an Indian win, because I don't think West Indies had enough time to chase down the total that they were chasing. But in the end, just crumbled. I think they only managed to score about 109 all out. Darren Bravo scored over half the runs. I think he got 59. He was the top scorer, but everyone else just seemed to crumble. Bish Kumar picked up a 5-wicket haul, and I think there was, I read somewhere that he didn't think he was going to take a 5-wicket bag, so he did that. Well done to him. They did go on a slightly different formula. Went in with the 3 fast bowlers. I think they had 3 spinners in the first test. So maybe a slightly different surface that they are playing on. I'm not 100% sure. But that there ends our second over. We've gone for a 4 off the last ball, which, you know, 11 off 2 overs in the power play. You can't complain too much about that. It would have been nice if we could have dotted up Bell for that final one, and it would have just kept it going quite nicely. But we'll move on. Hopefully... I was going to say, don't let this happen again. Don't let us only bowl 2 overs. We have to have a bat in this innings. I really want a bat, you know, just to keep this going. 184, that is going to be a big, big total to go and chase. So 185 is needed off 20 overs for us to qualify. And it seems to be a thing that when it comes to knockout games, and I guess playoff games, that whatever team I am playing with in Bradman, we seem to struggle. So it's looking as though we aren't going to get a bat again, and it's looking as though we didn't go and get enough. So we are going to get knocked out once again of a playoff game. We only score 171, so we're 13 runs behind. And this has actually worked out quite well, because I haven't been able to talk about the England and Pakistan test or the Australia and Sri Lanka test, which I will get to in my Wednesday's video. Go and recap that. But it is just a short video here today, guys, and we do just get the 2 overs. You know, a bit of a shame, because none for 11 off our first 2. Those were in the power play as well, and I thought we bowled pretty well. Not the case. We have been knocked out by Warwickshire, and as I said, that is a huge disappointment. We quite often lose. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the mentality is. When my player seems to go into a playoff game, he plays well, but the rest of the team just plays like absolute shit, and because of that, we don't go and qualify, which is a real concern, because this was another trophy I wanted to go and add to the cabinet for this year, but we cannot go and do that now. So I'm going to wrap things up here, guys. Do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Make sure you check out my Facebook and Twitter links, so that can be found down below in the description. Hope you guys had a good weekend and a good start to your week. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. We've got more Rugby Challenge 3 Crusaders Career Mode coming your guys' way. Make sure you do not miss that.